What's up, everyone? I'm Adam, your guide here on Destination Decca. Whether you're planning your first trip to Baltimore or you're a local ready to rediscover your city, this video has something for every kind of explorer. I've spent weeks mapping routes, tasting crab cakes, and chatting with historians to bring you the ultimate Baltimore bucket list. Stay tuned for insider tips on beating the crowds, hidden photo ops, and the best times to visit. By the end of this tour, you'll have an action plan that turns a weekend getaway into a lifetime of memories. Ready? Let's get into it. Number 10. National Aquarium. Standing tall on Pier 3, the National Aquarium is more than just a display of marine life. It's a living laboratory. Home to over 20,000 creatures across 750 species, this landmark opened in 1981 as part of Baltimore's revitalized Inner Harbor. Wander through the rainforest exhibit, where free-flying birds and leaping lemurs navigate a misty canopy and 85 degrees humidity. Fun fact: the aquarium's Dolphin Stadium holds an Olympic-sized pool and 7 Atlantic bottlenose dolphins, each trained to perform jaw-dropping acrobatics during the twice-daily 2 o'clock and 3 p.m. shows. Insider tip: purchase a skip the line pass online at least 2 weeks ahead to beat the midday rush. And don't forget to enjoy a smoothie at the Aquatic Cafe, made with banana, pineapple, and a splash of authentic Kona coffee beans. Number 9. Oriole Park at Camden Yards. When Camden Yards opened in 1992, it redefined ballpark design by embracing its city surroundings instead of walling them off. The iconic B&O warehouse, 800 feet long, serves as a backdrop to right field, housing merchandise shops, offices, and the warehouse restaurant. History buffs will love the statue of Frank Robinson outside Gate C, commemorating the first African-American MVP in MLB history. Take the 60-minute behind-the-scenes tour, available on non-game days, to walk the visitors' dugout, peek into the press area, and glimpse the Orioles' weight room. For game nights, arrive early to join the Camden Yards Club, where you can sample Baltimore's famous Old Bay seasoned crab cakes before kickoff. Fun fact: the first pitch was thrown by legendary Oriole and future Hall of Famer Cal Ripken Jr. Insider travel tip: if you book a Friday game ticket, you'll be treated to a post-game fireworks show over the Inner Harbor, an unforgettable way to cap off a ball game. Number 8. Horseshoe Casino Baltimore. Nestled in the South Baltimore neighborhood, Horseshoe Casino opened in 2014 on the site of an old shooting range. Today it sprawls across 122,000 square feet with over 1,150 slot machines, 50 table games, and a live poker room. But the real draw is the food. Celebrity chef Guy Fieri serves up his famous chicken sandwiches at Chicken Guy, while Guy's Burger Joint offers one-of-a-kind creations like the Donkey Kong burger with sweet plantains and maple bacon jam. Arrive on Wednesday evenings for Whiskey Wednesdays, featuring barrel-aged tastings and cocktail demonstrations. Download the Caesars Rewards app before you go. You'll rack up points on every spin and earn free buffet credits. Tip for photographers: the glass atrium floods the gaming floor with natural light in the afternoon, creating perfect conditions for capturing the casino's electric atmosphere. Number 7. Fort McHenry. National Monument and historic shrine. Stand on the ramparts of Fort McHenry and watch the same channel where Francis Scott Key witnessed the 1814 bombardment by British warships. It was here that he penned the verses that became the Star-Spangled Banner. The star-shaped fort, completed in 1803, was expanded during the War of 1812 to include 19 cannons facing the harbor. Costumed reenactors demonstrate period musket firing at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. on weekends, while the visitor center's interactive exhibits reconstruct the fort's original barracks and command post. When you enter, look up at the historic 30 by 34-foot garrison flag, restored in 1914 for the centennial celebration. Picnic on the grassy parade ground overlooking the Patapsco River. Bring a blanket and locally baked burger cookies to complete the experience. If you're here in September, don't miss the annual War of 1812 weekend, featuring authentic uniforms, artillery salutes, and period dances. Number 6. Power Plant Live. What was once a coal-fired power plant from 1900 to 1973 now pulses with live music, craft brews, and night owl energy. Power Plant Live preserves its industrial soul with original smokestacks framing concert stages and rusted turbines turned into art installations. On Tuesday nights, hunt down the Taco Tea. Select bars host $10 taco and drink specials, while Saturday nights bring live DJs spinning everything from Motown to EDM. Foodies will want to linger at Giver Barbecue Truck, parked in the courtyard most weekends, slinging brisket sandwiches and mac and cheese bowls. If you prefer craft cocktails, head to Smaltimore in the adjacent power plant building for cocktails rimmed with local maple smoked sea salt. Insider tip: check the events calendar. Power Plant Live hosts outdoor movie nights in summer, complete with popcorn vendors and cozy beanbag seating. Number 5. Hippodrome Theatre at the France Merrick Performing Arts Center. Step through the ornate Beaux-Arts facade of the Hippodrome Theatre, and you'll feel like you've traveled back to 1914. Originally a vaudeville house, the theater fell into disrepair before a $40 million restoration in 2004 brought back its crystal chandeliers, gold leaf decor, and plush velvet seats. Today, Broadway tours, comedy shows, and nationally acclaimed concerts fill the stage. During intermission, wander into the lobby to admire original terrazzo floors and Art Deco relief sculptures. Pro tip: subscribe to the Hippodrome's mailing list for notices about half-price rush tickets released 2 hours before showtime. Pair your evening with dinner at the adjacent Cunningham's or the Capitol Grill, both within steps of the theater entrance. Fun fact: during Prohibition, rumor has it that secret tunnels beneath the Hippodrome allowed performers and patrons to slip into hidden speakeasies after midnight. Number 4. The Maryland Zoo in Baltimore. Established in 1876. The Maryland Zoo is America's third oldest zoo and sprawls across 135 rolling acres in scenic Druid Hill Park. It's home to more than 1,500 animals, including endangered African elephants, Sumatran tigers, and the only polar bears in Maryland. Meander through Penguin Coast, an exhibit that simulates Antarctic wind and rocky terrain, and catch the penguin feeding at 11:30 a.m. daily. Don't miss the African Journey, where you can watch giraffes nibble leaves from a raised platform and spot zebras grazing nearby. The zoo's cheetah conservation program consistently contributes to breeding efforts in South Africa. Travel tip: buy a combo pass that includes admission to both the zoo and the nearby aquarium for significant savings. On select spring weekends, the zoo hosts Breakfast with the Animals, where you can dine among lemurs and sloths before the gates open to the public. Number 3. Patterson Park. Known locally as Baltimore's best backyard, Patterson Park offers 137 acres of woodlands, walking paths, and recreational fields. Hike to the 1870 Pagoda, an East Asian-inspired pavilion with sweeping city views. Peak viewing hours are early morning and golden hour just before sunset. Rent a paddle boat on the park lake in warmer months, or lace up skates during winter's ice skating season. History fans will appreciate the 1860s stone cottage, once a summer retreat for Union officers during the Civil War. If you're here on a Friday evening, check the park's events calendar for open-air concerts featuring local jazz musicians. Local secret: the urban mini golf course near the community center often hosts pop-up art installations. Bring sturdy walking shoes and your favorite podcast. Patterson Park's trails total nearly 3 miles if you explore every path. Number 2. M&T Bank Stadium. Feel the ground shake as 71,008 Roaring Ravens fans unite in a sea of purple on game day at M&T Bank Stadium. Since its 1998 opening, this architectural marvel has been hailed for its open concourse design that offers sweeping views of downtown Baltimore. Tailgaters line Russell Street before kickoff, grilling crab cakes and tossing frisbees, while vendors roam the stands with soft pretzels and hot apple cider. Inside, visit the statues of Baltimore's gridiron legends. Ray Lewis and Johnny Unitas stand sentinel outside Gate C. Join the pre-game Ravens walk to high-five players as they head into the stadium. Pro tip: download the Ravens mobile app to secure digital tickets, order in-seat food delivery, and access interactive stadium maps. If you have time, schedule a behind-the-scenes tour on non-game days to explore the locker rooms, press box, and field-level suite. Number 1. CFG Bank Arena. crowning our list is the CFG Bank Arena, a mid-size venue that's hosted everyone from Elvis Presley in the 1970s to UFC championship fights in the 2000s. Originally the Baltimore Civic Center, it opened in 1962 and has undergone multiple renovations to enhance acoustics and seating comfort. Today its 14,000 seats fill up for concerts, sporting events, and major conventions alike. Marvel at the arena's modern LED ribbon displays and experience the thunderous sound system that brings live performances to life. Fun fact: the Harlem Globetrotters sold out multiple shows here in the 1980s, leading to the record-setting crowds that prompted its first major expansion. Insider tip: sign up for the CFG newsletter to snag pre-sale codes for popular concerts. On event nights, take advantage of the free shuttle service from the Inner Harbor Garage for hassle-free parking. Bonus 1. American Visionary Art Museum. Just a short stroll south of the Inner Harbor, the American Visionary Art Museum celebrates self-taught artists whose work defies conventional categories. From metal sculpture gardens to immersive light installations, each exhibit ignites your imagination. The museum's annual kinetic sculpture race in April transforms city streets and harbor waters into a madcap obstacle course for human-powered art vehicles. Cafe tip: don't leave without trying the vegan sweet potato hummus, it's a crowd favorite. Bonus 2. Edgar Allan Poe House and Museum. Venture into the narrow, two-story brick row house at 203 North Amity Street to connect with the dark genius of Edgar Allan Poe. Poe lived here from 1832 to 1835, penning early poems that foreshadowed his later masterpieces. The guided tour recreates his Gothic parlor and workspace, complete with period-appropriate furnishings and Poe's original writing desk. Fun fact: the museum hosts a Raven Ball each October 7, Poe's birthday, featuring midnight poetry readings, costume contests, and shadowy candlelit dances. If you got fired up by these Charm City adventures, here's what to do next. Hit that like button so YouTube knows you want more in-depth travel guides. Subscribe to Destination Decca and tap the bell icon to get notified the moment a new itinerary drops. Leave a comment below telling me which Baltimore spot you're most excited to explore or share your own insider tip. And if you really want to join our travel family, follow Destination Decca on Instagram and TikTok for behind-the-scenes reels, packing lists, and last-minute flash deals. Ready for your next journey? I'll see you in the comments, and then we'll meet up on the road. Safe travels, adventurers. Adam out.